positive thoughts in this system of things, and namaste. So we're talking about um, toxic, negative people. So part two. So we're talking about people criticising and putting you down, which withers, and you get those that praise you and lift you up regarding your self-esteem and so forth. So when it withers, on the other hand, you tend to, what it does is it to allow that energy in from that person in your life or not. However, many could be married to a narcissist, which is different, which makes it even more difficult. It's an unhappy situation, and you find it hard to leave because of children, or children being young, or for financial reasons, or because there's a mortgage involved, so forth. Or eventually, you need to decide when to leave, and eventually come up with some kind of plan in order to get out. And it can make you feel numb, like a pain inside, whereby when you need to take a painkiller. Um, uh, on the other hand, to get rid of the pain. So when you have an issue with the body, you go without, or you have an anaesthetic. But eventually, if you knew the pain was going to end, then eventually, once it's over, likewise, with a marriage, even with children, you know, um, you left the marriage and they're still there, the narcissistic people, and you just don't allow it in, basically. Don't give them that energy. Eventually, they will move on and find someone else and leave, and basically leave you alone, and all things eventually do come to an end. So it will pass. So do not give them your power, and don't waste a drop of your energy with regards to narcissistic people, because they won't get better and they don't change, and they expect you to change, but they will not. So my advice is to move on with your life, keep a distance, and if you have narcissistic parents, then visit them. By all means, speak to them even, but take a phone call or listen to all the sounds. But just do not acknowledge the things they're saying, or play along with it, so forth. Or, oh yes, that's right, I see, but sort of, not really taking it in, not really listening to what they're saying. Oh, I see, really, read a book if you have to, or watch the TV while they're talking, or just basically don't pay attention to narcissists, um, because they don't want advice, and the way they see it, they know everything, and basically, they think that they're always right, and you can't change them. So don't waste your energy or time trying to change them, because you can't. And it is what it is, basically. So, there's always going to be moments when they always believe and always feel that they're right. A narcissist always thinks they're right. So doing the same thing, when you decide to not let them in, destructive criticism, letting it in and so forth to change your life. Narcissists do not want advice. Also, they also believe there's nothing wrong with them. They think that they're right and there's nothing wrong with them at all. So, this is a narcissist. So that's part two of this podcast. So we're going to carry on with part three, and what to look out for with toxic, negative people. Okay, love and light. Bye for now. Love and blessings.